has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
What is more than you just said, yo?
I haven't finished the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes.
Imagine picking up the phone and hearing your spouse warning you that you're on the brink of losing everything. That's exactly what happened in a newly unearthed 2018 phone call between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, recently released in the explosive 2025 documentary In Whose Name. In the call, Kim doesn't hold back, telling Kanye bluntly that he's gonna wake up one day and you're gonna have, nothing. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's a glimpse into the private struggles behind one of the world's most famous relationships. Add to that Kanye's controversial statements on slavery, politics, and mental health, and you've got a storm of public backlash, family tension, and a career teetering on the edge. This isn't just gossip. It's a masterclass in fame, drama, and human vulnerability. The newly released documentary, In Whose Name, gives viewers an unprecedented look into Kanye West's life over 6 turbulent years. Clocking in at 104 minutes, the film is packed with more than 3,000 hours of footage that peel back the layers of fame, family tension, and mental health struggles. One of the most gripping moments is the previously unheard 2018 phone call between Kanye and Kim Kardashian. In it, Kim warns Kanye about burning bridges and the real possibility of losing everything he's built. She tells him bluntly, "You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna have, nothing." The raw emotion in her voice shows just how desperate she was to get through to him, highlighting the strain their relationship was under at the time. Beyond the phone call, the documentary dives into Kanye's personal battles. He opens up about feeling emasculated by Kim and Kris Jenner while on medication for bipolar disorder, revealing the deep emotional toll his mental health struggles took on his marriage. The cameras also captured tense confrontations, showing Kanye's frustration and feelings of isolation, even while surrounded by family. His controversial public statements, from supporting Donald Trump to comments about slavery, are contextualized within the documentary, providing a fuller understanding of how public pressure and personal challenges collided. What makes In Whose Name so compelling is its unfiltered honesty. It doesn't shy away from uncomfortable moments or Kanye's erratic behavior, nor does it ignore Kim's perspective as a spouse trying to protect her family. Now, when Kim Kardashian filed for divorce from Kanye West in February 2021, it marked the beginning of a very public unraveling of one of Hollywood's most famous marriages. The couple, often referred to as Kimya, had been married since May 2014 and share 4 children: North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. Kim filed in Los Angeles, requesting joint legal and physical custody of the children while emphasizing a desire for privacy in what would inevitably become a very public process. The filing came after years of speculation about the state of their marriage, fueled by Kanye's increasingly erratic public behavior, controversial political stances, and social media outbursts. In the months that followed, tensions between the former couple became apparent to the public. Kanye publicly claimed that Kim was preventing him from seeing their children, alleging that security at her home blocked him from entering during scheduled visits. He also raised concerns about Kim's new relationship with Pete Davidson, whom she began dating shortly after filing for divorce. Kanye suggested that Pete was allowed in the house while he was restricted, adding fuel to the ongoing narrative of conflict and strife. Kim, however, denied these allegations, clarifying that Pete had never been to her home and emphasizing her commitment to co-parenting in a safe, structured environment. The media quickly picked up on the feud. Social media exploded with debates over Kanye's accusations, Kim's response, and the role of Pete Davidson in the unfolding drama. Fans were divided, with some supporting Kanye's claims about restricted access to his children, while others sympathized with Kim's position and her efforts to protect her family amid the public scrutiny. The tension was further amplified by Kanye's continued social media activity, in which he criticized Kim and expressed grievances about their custody arrangements. These public disputes, combined with his prior controversial statements, including his political endorsements and remarks on slavery, painted a picture of a man struggling to navigate fame, fatherhood, and personal mental health challenges. Despite the highly public and often heated exchanges, Kim and Kanye eventually reached a divorce settlement in November 2022. The agreement granted them joint custody of their children, with Kanye agreeing to pay $200,000 per month in child support. The settlement marked the formal end of their marriage, but did not erase the underlying tensions that had played out in public view. Both parties expressed a commitment to co-parenting, but the past conflicts, particularly Kanye's public criticisms and claims about limited access to his children, continued to linger in the public imagination. Kanye West's mental health has long been a subject of public discussion, scrutiny, and speculation. While many focused on his controversial statements, erratic social media behavior, and highly publicized outbursts, fewer looked behind the headlines to understand the personal struggles that shaped his actions. In 2016, Kanye revealed that he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, describing it as a condition that sometimes made him feel superhuman, while at other times leaving him vulnerable and overwhelmed. Over the years, these challenges would become increasingly visible in his public life, affecting his relationships, career decisions, and personal well-being. The documentary In Whose Name provides an unfiltered glimpse into Kanye's mental health journey. Footage shows moments of intense emotion, frustration, and even fear as he navigated the pressures of fame while grappling with his diagnosis. One of the most compelling segments highlights the impact of bipolar disorder on his marriage with Kim Kardashian. Kanye candidly shares feelings of emasculation and resentment, particularly in relation to Kim and her mother, Kris Jenner, during a period when he was medicated for his condition. The cameras captured tense exchanges and heated arguments, revealing the emotional complexity of a man struggling to maintain his identity, fatherhood responsibilities, and creative vision. Kanye's mental health challenges also intersected with his public controversies. In 2018, his statements about slavery being a choice and his outspoken support for Donald Trump sparked backlash and widespread debate. These incidents, while heavily criticized, were intertwined with the heightened emotions, impulsivity, and vulnerability associated with bipolar disorder. Friends, family, and mental health professionals later emphasized the importance of understanding these behaviors in context, highlighting how public perception often oversimplifies complex mental health struggles. Additionally, Kanye's hospitalization in 2016 after a mental health crisis was a turning point for both him and his family. Kim Kardashian has spoken about the difficulties of supporting her husband during this period, balancing concern for his well-being with the need to protect their children and manage the intense media scrutiny. The experience left lasting emotional scars on both Kanye and Kim, shaping their interactions, communication patterns, and ultimately their decisions regarding their marriage and co-parenting. Despite these struggles, Kanye's mental health challenges did not diminish his creative output or entrepreneurial ambition. On the contrary, his experiences often fueled his artistic vision, from album themes to fashion ventures. Yet the toll on his personal life was undeniable. His behavior sometimes alienated friends, family members, and collaborators, illustrating the difficult balance between managing a mental health condition and navigating high-profile public life. The public perception of Kanye's mental health was further complicated by social media. Outbursts, cryptic posts, and controversial statements were widely circulated and dissected, often overshadowing his candid discussions about his well-being. This scrutiny created a feedback loop of stress and public pressure, exacerbating the challenges he faced. At the same time, it opened broader conversations about mental health awareness, particularly regarding the stigma surrounding high-functioning individuals dealing with bipolar disorder and other conditions. Ultimately, the unearthed phone call, the divorce, and Kanye's mental health journey all connect in a narrative about fame, family, and vulnerability. Kim's warning about burning bridges wasn't just about business or public image. It was a heartfelt plea from a spouse trying to protect her family, maintain stability, and keep Kanye grounded. When you see the full picture, including his mental health challenges, controversial statements, and the intense public scrutiny, it's clear that this story is about much more than celebrity drama. It's a human story about love, struggle, and survival in the spotlight. So what do you think? Did Kanye take Kim's warning seriously, or did fame and ego get in the way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.